Hey, welcome back to Great Day Live, joined by Tyler McKenzie here, the lead pastor of Northeast Christian Church, and we've been talking about the ways that the church and all of its surrogates are pairing up with different organizations around the community to help fight food insecurities in different food deserts around the city. And one that we're going to talk about here in a second is in the California neighborhood. It's the New Roots Fresh Market, which you guys are really proud of that collaboration.
Yeah, it's really neat collaboration, pretty new for us. They are a fresh stop market, which means that they are connected with farmers all around the region. When I say regional farmers, they might not be like 2 minutes down the road from you, but they're here around the Kentuckiana area. And they get fresh produce from them, and every 2 weeks, if you become a subscriber of theirs, then you get fresh produce. Like you can go to a market and pick it up. Now the cool thing about it, this is what we were talking about earlier, is part of New Roots' core passion and desire is to make sure that fresh produce is available for everyone in the Ville, no matter your income level. Oftentimes eating healthy is a luxury, right? And so they don't want it to be so. They want anybody to have access to it. So they don't ask you your income level or anything like that, but if you come to them and you're in need in food, you can pay what you can pay.
Yeah.
And then they'll provide you for it, or provide it to you. So pretty neat stuff.
It is, and you're right to point out that eating healthily is a luxury, because a lot of people, it's classic victim blaming almost. Yeah. Well, you're morbidly obese, or you have this issue, you have this ailment because you're not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Why aren't you doing things right?
I mean, go to the grocery store and look at the markup on organic foods, or look at the markup on things that aren't processed, or look at the markup on things that have 4 or 5 ingredients and they're paleo or whatever, you know. And you can see real quick, like, I can't afford half that stuff, right? So making nutritious foods, healthy foods available for everyone is essential. Food insecurity isn't just feeding people. It isn't just throwing, beans and rice or throwing bags of chips or whatever. It's actually feeding them nutritious foods as well, because we don't just want to fill their stomachs. We also want to respect their dignity. So places like New Roots are doing that. We want to cheer that sort of work on and get behind it.
One of the things that I notice, and I know Claudia notices the same thing too, when we speak with so many of your partners, you can always tell the level of passion someone has about the work that they're doing by how easily they're able to talk about it. Because it's not easy to sit in front of a camera and explain this and explain that. That's a difficult thing. But if you believe in what you're doing, it gets a lot easier. And that's what I found when I went out to the California neighborhood to speak with the team at the New Roots Fresh Market there. It was just such an easy conversation. Hey, I'm excited to introduce you to Travis Brown with New Roots Fresh Stop Market. We're here at 16th and West Catherine. A lot of people don't know this exists. Talk me through what this actually is.
So we are a community-based fresh produce organization. We provide local, organic, fresh produce to primarily people in need, but anyone can get it. So our market style is we are on a cooperative economics, which is a sliding pay scale. So depending on your income, and it's all honor-based, we don't ask for any paperwork, but depending on your income, you pay on a sliding scale. But regardless of what you pay, everybody gets the same 8 locally sourced organic produce from Kentucky and southern Indiana.
So you've taken what has essentially been called by a lot of people a food desert and created an option that allows people to eat at a cost inside what they're capable of doing.
Yes, we are dealing with the food desert and the food apartheid, just people unable to access fresh local produce. And we believe fresh food is a basic human right, so we believe everyone should have access. Rather that if they want to eat it or not, that's their choice, but we want to give them the opportunity to have it.
That's such a blessing. I mentioned we're at 16th and West St. Catherine. We're actually outside the California Park and Community Center, and you all work outside of this building, not inside. You set up when and how?
Yeah, so we set up here every 2 weeks, every other Tuesday, and we get all of our produce shipped here from our farmers in bulk, and then we will separate it into each share. And then today we have 30 shares, about 20 shareholders picking up, and they will come and get their shares from 4:30 to 6:30.
What has the response been? I mean, I'm sure you see people who are coming in from the community to pick up groceries. How have they responded to this?
Oh, they love it. We have had very positive community feedback. People love that we're giving them access. And since we are a community-based organization, we rely heavily on our volunteers and the locals in the community. So we're helping to empower them to make their community better. And we've just seen positive feedback on it. People love the food and love how involved we are.
Can you talk about that involvement? How can someone who's sitting at home right now watching this, who is moved by what you're doing, how can they get involved and help or participate?
Well, volunteering is big, and also donations. It takes us about $250,000 to operate each year is our operating budget. So if everyone donated $20 on our website, we'd meet it, but we know it's a hard task, so that's what we ask is just donations and volunteers. Volunteers make this work.
How can people contact you? Where can they find you?
So we're at newroots.org, and that is our website, and that will link all of our information. And if you'd like to call us, it's 502-509-6770 is also our number, and we'd love to talk to you and answer any questions.
Travis, thank you for sharing that with me. Like I said, I think a lot of people might not be aware that this is an option. I think a lot of people are going to want to get involved. Thank you so much for all you're doing.
Thank you.